matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
Hey, everybody. Of course, forgot to turn the mic up. That's what I do when I go away for a little while. I always forget one thing when I'm doing this. And today it was just the microphone, so that's not bad. And we remembered it before it was a problem. So let's go ahead and take a look at things, see what we have going on. Man, we had a blast up in Arkansas, I guess I should say first off. I'm glad I was able to bring you guys along with that and set up that camera, and it worked. There are some logistics that go into installing like a mobile camera like that, and I have to thank my friends at HazCams and Weather Logic and all that stuff for helping me with that and bringing us all along for the ride for what was a fun little snowstorm, 10.5 inches where we were, and it was perfect positioning because when we dropped south and got to Arkadelphia yesterday, like 30 minutes away, well, I mean an hour because I had to drive so slowly through the first parts of it, the roads opened up, everything was clear and beautiful, and that's what they're looking like on Toledo Bend here, even though they have paused briefly. They're still, there he goes. Okay, cool, we're good. So this is a look at that camera. Here's Alexandria to let you see the fog and clouds and little light rain that's been falling off and on all day. Just a cool, dreary rain. I see the Coliseum off to the right. We went out to see the opening of the new, I believe it's called the Expo Hall yesterday, and it was really great. Had some good music, good people out there, and thanks to them for hosting that event and doing a really cool thing for the area. I think they're really seeing some improvements out there, and I love to see that. We want to get as many shows as we can in here and all that fun stuff. So here's your radar right now. Light rain going on. This is streaming in from the south. By the way, I am wearing my stately gentleman shirt. I have a new one. And I don't even know what this really means. We got this when we were out at Texas A&M, and it's funny to me because I'm not a stately gentleman, and the old one we had to get rid of because it had a big grease stain on it. So that's how stately I am. Here is your rain that's falling. You can see certainly nothing severe out of this one. Just some light rain, maybe a moderate burst or two down south, and some of you up north aren't even seeing it. So what I had to do was put the radar in a more sensitive mode, so you can see here these blue areas. That's where some drizzle is falling, perhaps up around Winfield, and those showers continuing in from the southwest. Most of that leaning toward the south of Alexandria, but we've certainly seen some light rain for today, and that's held temperatures down. 47 degrees here at the airport, 54 in Lafayette. So just another cool day. We're quite dreary out there. Winds have been kind of light and variable here as this system passes off to the south. We have those easterly winds that are flowing in down there that are going to turn more northerly as another frontal system moves through and cools us, or keeps us cool. I shouldn't say cools us off because we're actually going to be a little warmer tomorrow, but it's going to be a drier, cooler air mass. Maybe a thunderstorm down around Houma, Grand Isle, something like that, but that's going to be about it. I know what you're all waiting for. You want to get into the wintry stuff and talk about that, and we'll be doing that here in just a second. Planning for the evening, just some light rain showers, nothing severe. Don't worry, just some wet roads. Going to be well above freezing. And here is the HRRR model that shows that rain getting out of here by about 3 a.m. Most of us, I mean, to your northwest, to our northwest, we're going to see that rain probably not even show up. And then we have those high clouds, upper level moisture. So we'll see that streaming across the area with some cloud cover in place through the next couple of days. But the big story everyone is talking about is people posting models of 10 more inches of snow. And this time it's down here. But if you remember, like 10 days before that last one, we had those similar runs. So it doesn't mean nothing. I'm not going to say that. But when I look at ensembles, it's kind of the same ratio we were at before this last system. And what I can say is what I think we're going to see in the next 10 to 12 days is another snow or ice within 4 or 5 hours of us. It could be right on top of us, but we don't want to get into the specifics. And I'm not talking about like storm anxiety. This is a big deal to the farmers, the ranchers, the ag community, because if we're talking about 15 degrees and a half an inch of ice to them, well, that's debilitating. That's year ruining. It could be, even beyond that. So I don't like to jump into the extreme scenarios and just scare people for fun because it's not cool. But is there a long shot possibility? Do we need to be thinking about the possibility of lows in the upper teens and maybe some wintry weather? Yeah, have that in your back pocket. But remember, this is what happened last time, and we saw what happened with that. So with all that consideration into this, we do have this rain getting out of here. That one's gone by tomorrow. And then beyond this, you can see over the next several days, there's not much until about Saturday or early morning Saturday, late night Friday. We get some storms to come through. Can't rule out a couple of severe storms with that. But through Sunday at 4 a.m., we have nothing here. Now let's run the GFS model snow accumulation, and we're going to go for the next 8 days. And I'm going to tell you this. When I show you this, this is something you're not going to see anywhere else because it shows nothing. So that's boring, right? So yeah, so this is the GFS. The European model this morning, totally different. It showed tons of snow. This is showing nothing. When I look at the ensembles on the European model, that was the most extreme solution, the one that you've probably seen on Facebook with inches of snow. I mean, several inches of snow across our area. So again, when we're talking 9 to 10 days out, this last storm, 24 hours before, it looked like there was going to be heavy snow down toward El Dorado, Arkansas. It looked like heavy snow for Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and everything shifted a little north from that 24 hours out. These little differences are a big deal in forecasting. So we see these changes in close in a day or two. Imagine how those get magnified out 10 days away. So while we're going to have cold air, we're going to have the possibility of a stormy southern jet stream that's going to come through here and bring moisture to get everything to phase correctly down here. It's really hard to do. So we're not going to get too worried about it just yet, but trust me when I say I am watching this all. There will be another 1/2 inch to 2 inches of rain out of what we see today and then the system for next weekend, and then that Arctic cold comes through, and you can see the beginnings of that here on the 7-day forecast with 45 over 30 on next Sunday. We have scattered showers and storms. Should be a pretty decent band of storms that move through Friday night into Saturday morning, so we'll be watching that. We do warm up into the upper 60s, so it's possible, again, we have just enough moisture and instability for that severe weather. But beyond this, beyond the 7-day, that's when it gets cold. And I don't think we've had orange on this map in like 3 weeks or something. I don't remember a stretch like this in like several years where it's been this continuous with cool temperatures. We're going to have a couple of days above normal in there on Friday and Saturday, but it looks like another big blast of cold air. And with that, I mean, we're going to see a couple of systems that could come through over that time frame. You can see precipitation totals above normal. So again, moisture, cold. Are they going to phase together? We don't know yet, but the general idea is there that there's possibly something to be wintry by then, but we are going to be watching. Leesville High School has senior night for soccer on the 20th, so that is going to be Monday night. It's going to be cold. Let me just tell you, it's going to be cold. I don't think we're going to have anything, too crazy at that point, but hey, Mom, I see you're in here. Is there? Yes, I see the. We love snow. Yes. Well, listen. I hope we get something here where it's fun and everybody can build their snowmen and all that stuff, but it's not too disruptive. I know. I hope for these exact specific things. Like if there's a tornado, I want it on my camera. I want it out over a grass field where it's not hurting anyone. I know that's not how these things always happen, but no matter what happens, Tom and I are here to let you know what's going on. He's still down for the count with the flu, but you can't keep that man down forever. He's going to be back up and better than ever. I will see you back here in the morning, back on the regular schedule. Won't be chasing this one. I get one a year, and, I get it. I've got to stay here and do my thing, I only left this time because there was no severe weather in the forecast, and we just ended up seeing that nasty cold rain. But I will be here in the morning. I'll see you then. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. See you Monday morning.